Hey guys, welcome. Richard Butler here with another review. And in fact, this is a double review. I'm going to review um, two products from the same product vendor who I know and trust. And both of them are about writing a book. You may think writing a book that I couldn't do that. Well, at time of recording, it is March 22nd. I'm based here in Barcelona. The product vendor Alessandro is actually based in Italy. And as you know, both Italy and Spain are on lockdown because of the coronavirus. Now, this could be an advantageous situation for you. Why? Because you have more time in your hands. You may be thinking, well, what can I do with that time? Well, why not write that book that you always wanted? So Alessandro has two really good products. And the first one that I'm going to show you here on screen is how to write your life story. Now, how relevant is this particular product right now? Well, more relevant than ever because you could actually write a life story about what is happening right now. And everybody has a life story. Everybody has an interesting story of what has propelled them to where they are today. So let me talk about mine. Well, I was born in California. I moved to Ireland um, when I was three. I finished college. I became a teacher of IT. I got married. I got divorced. I went through a really rough time. I ended up in Barcelona. And if I fill in all the gaps there, there's some really, in my view, interesting stuff and learning opportunities for people. Now I could start the story of what it was like living under confinement of the coronavirus. So you see that your experiences can be very interesting. And this particular product shows you how to write those experiences. So it's only $17. And you can have a look here. And he talks about selling his autobiography, writing the life story. And you see there's Alessandro himself. And inside this product, you find out what are autobiographies and memoirs, 37 questions to ask yourself to create your autobiography, the secret to sell countless books, how to publish your book on Kindle, and as a paperback book. Now, Alessandro focuses in on creating excellent products regarding writing books and selling them on Kindle and as paperback books. And this is just one such product. So let's have a look inside the actual members area and see what you actually get. So here I am, and you get a PDF and you get bonuses. Now, if I just open up the PDF here, and what I've done is I've actually just blurred out a lot of the content here because obviously I don't want you reading it without buying it. But chapter one talks about who's going to read your autobiography. Chapter two, the time of your autobiography and memoirs. We continue on to chapter three, which is choosing the theme. And in total, you get 53 pages of content, very usable content. You have an opportunity to write your story now. Now, I'm not going to say to you that this will give you overnight riches because it won't. It will take you a couple of weeks to write your story. But if you're under confinement, which most of the world is at this particular point in time, then it is an ideal opportunity to actually do that. Now, you may say to me, but Richard, I can't actually write a story. I can't, nobody wants my autobiography. Well, what about writing a children's book? This is the second item that I want to review from Alejandro, and this is how to write a children's book, but actually writing a book with zero content. Now, zero content books are very popular on Amazon Kindle, and you're kind of scratching your head now and saying, well, what do you mean by zero content books? What I actually mean is that you write a book that has very little content. It's exactly as it says in the tin. So this would be the likes of journals, because if you think of a journal, it has very little content. All it has is maybe the same exact page every single day for 52 days. Okay, what am I going to do today? What did I do yesterday? And reflections. So it is the user who provides the content. Think about this like being Facebook. That Facebook produce very little content, it's user generated content. So they give you the template, which is the book, and then you go in filling in the content. So Alessandro goes through here how you could create a children's book step by step here. Proof the system works like crazy, how to create two zero content types of books, how to find unlimited subjects for your book, where to find what you need to copy and paste, and obviously he does say to change it a little bit, where to find specific fonts, and how to publish to Amazon. So again, looking at the actual content of the members area, this is a video series here. So you get an introduction, what kind of activity books should you create, how to create them, and I have blurred out some of the information here. He actually gives you a list of things that you could do. Now you may say, but hold on a second. So you might say, well, hold on a second. Let's say I create a book about animals. Surely there's 1,000 other books about animals. Yes, there are. But your book will be unique because if you go to the bookshop, you will see that there's 5 or 6 books about animals at least in your local bookshop. And on Amazon, there's hundreds. But it's your style that is going to help people. The images that you use, the fonts that you use. Um, you could also look at, for example, how to actually translate this into another language. So maybe you create a book about animals. A is for ant, and then you translate that into Spanish. Ant in Spanish, hormiga, hormiga. And you could maybe have an audio that goes along with it. So there's a lot of things that you could actually do. So Alessandro's Alessandro's course goes through all of this and where to find pictures, etc. Now, this could be a very good side income that you could start earning during this time of, and I hate to say it, crisis. Well, it's not a crisis, it is a damn crisis. So use your time well. Take an hour a day to do study and to actually create these books. I've left 2 links below where you can discover more about these books. Leave me any questions that you have, leave me any comments, any thoughts that you may have, and I'll talk to you in the next review video. All right, guys, you stay safe, wash those hands, and as I like to say, make sure that you have enough toilet paper as well.